Hello guys and welcome. This time I have the Council of Vapor Defiant. Let's have a look. So this Defiant actually uses pre-built coils, and by that I mean the ones that you put inside of the middle. And these are ceramic coils and they are 0.5 ohm a piece. Now these coils come and they actually say Council of Vapor Defiant, or COV Defiant, on the actual coil themselves. They are very attractive, and the double O-ring at the top makes it quite a unique little tank itself. It does have a fill port at the top, which can be ever so tricky to get off sometimes, so what you have to do is just apply a little bit of juice around the threads, so then you can take that off easier. It does have 4 air holes in the bottom. There we go, you can just about see that. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4. There we go, you can just about see that. Yeah. Today I do have it sat on top of the Megavolt, also by Council of Vapor, and this is a tiny little mod. And it's very attractive actually. I think these two are made to go together as well, especially since they both have this like rubber black paint over the top of them, across the top, across the bottom, and across the top of the mod as well. Now I have heard a few things about this paint starting to flake, although on my mod it hasn't started to, neither has it on the bottom of the tank. However, on the top, just in that small little places, you can just about see one there. You can just see that it's starting to flake off just a tiny bit. However, this is very small little bits. There we go, my camera isn't going to focus this time. There we go. You can just see it there. And there. There's just 2 tiny bits where it is just about starting to flake off. Now this is a small con, but not a huge one. It is again rubber paint, and it does have a nice feel to it actually. And also the tank doesn't get too hot as long as you don't take massive draws off it. Just take small draws, it's very nice. So as some of you may know, the ceramic coils actually tend to last a lot longer than normal coils. This is one of the ceramic coils that I have in this tank. It does also come with stainless steel coils, which I haven't tried yet. However, I had heard some good things about them as well. One thing that I do know is the ceramic coils on this tank actually have a really good flavour. Not the biggest vapour production, but for flavour this is a very good tank. I will go into a little bit more depth with that, with a little bit higher VG ratios. However, let's have another look. Here we go. So I am trying to vape this so that I can get rid of all of the last tiny bit of juice that's left in it. There's not much left in it now at all. And then I'll take the coil out ready for you. Until then, the tank is 22mm width by 51.5mm in height. It does have a Delrin drip tip, which does also act as the top cap, which I will show you in a minute when I take it apart. It has 2 O-rings at the top and 1 at the bottom. The 2 at the top do come in a red band, however I have seen on various places that you can get them in different colours. Okay, so I now have taken this off the Megavolt, and I'll just unscrew this cap for you. There we go. So that's your drip tip, and also the fill port just inside of there. It does have anti-spit back, which actually surprisingly does work. I wasn't expecting it to. First time I saw that I thought it was a bit of a gimmick. However, it does really work. So there's your fill holes in the top after you've removed your post. These threads are the ones which I was talking about. If you just put a little bit of juice on them, it does stop that drip tip from sticking in, because every now and again if you don't put it on and that's in there, it's very, very hard to remove. However, a little bit of juice along these threads, just when you're filling it up, makes a big difference. Now, let's take it apart and I'll show you this coil. Here we go. So this is the coil. This is a ceramic coil. The ceramic inside, you can't see in there. No. The ceramic inside is wrapped in a layer of cotton. The cotton protects it from the metal outer shell and also helps with wicking. The red bands do mean that this one is a ceramic coil, and not to be confused with the stainless steel one that they also make. It does say on it 0.5 ohms just there. And I'll just pop this back in and we'll talk a little bit more about it. Now, as I have said before, these are ceramic coils. Now, the ceramic coils in this do last a long time. But just for clarification, I don't know how many of you have smoked pink lemonade. Now, this juice is a coil killer. I don't mind which company it's made by. Pink lemonade seems to destroy coils very fast and has a bit of a reputation for it. This is the only tank which I will use pink lemonade in, and I'll show you how easy it is to fill up because of them 4 giant air holes in the top. Makes filling it very, very easy, as the liquid can go in one side and the air can escape out of the other. There we go, so that is now completely full. Let's just drip a little bit around the outside. There we go. Just on them threads, and pop that back in. Now, I do reiterate just to drop a little bit on the threads on either the tip itself or around the threads on the machining, which I just did, as it does make this a lot easier to remove next time. Otherwise it can actually get stuck in there and it is a bit of a pain to remove. So here we go. This is with the pink liquid lemonade inside of it. Pink lemonade. There we go, that's a better view. So that has pink lemonade inside of it, and it is wicking absolutely perfect. I have put through this coil, exactly this coil, without changing it, probably about 25, 28 tanks, something along them lines, maybe 30, and it's still going strong. I have been using it mostly for about a week non-stop, and it's perfect. I cannot actually fault it. The only thing which I would like them to do is probably change the threads or something to do with the top cap. It does get stuck on if you haven't put the juice around the threads itself. That is a very handy tip, by the way, to do that, because you will find out what I mean if you don't. Other than that, if you don't tighten this down tight enough, it will leak out of all of the air holes, and it is a fast way to get rid of all of your juice. So make sure you tighten that down well, and make sure you put liquid around the threads. That's the only con about this tank that I can find personally. That, and also if you do take big draws, it does heat up quite significantly. The best thing to do is take short, good drags off it. I am running this at 55 watts, you cannot see that, but that is what I am running it at. It is reading as a 0.51 on this megavolt by Council of Vapor also, which do look absolutely brilliant together. And just for comparison, my hand against the actual mod, it is very, very small and it's engulfed by your hand. So this is very, very nice to put in your pocket, and it does last a long time. However, not a huge amount of time up at this sort of voltage. I do actually use this with a single coil deck, which is rebuildable on the, where is it? on this Serpent Mini, which I have already done a review for. Here it is. There's the Serpent Mini. That's normally what I have on top of this mod. However, I thought that I'd put the two Council of Vapor items together and show you what they look like. So here it is. Oh yes, and that flavour is actually truly very, very good. I mean, oh, there we go. It is very, very good. And once again, this is the only tank which I will put the pink lemonade through. And that is just because of that coil that it does have. Them ceramic coils work absolutely brilliantly for flavour and for just how cool they look. I love this Council of Vapor along the top. I love that it says exactly what the ohms are on the actual coil itself. And there's no denying that this actually is a very good looking tank. Very good looking. Now, I did actually go out and buy this one not that long ago. However, I have found a website somewhere. Here it is. It's called truevape.co.uk. I will actually link this down in the description, and they are selling it right now at £9.99, which is truly amazing. I mean, this tank is spectacular for that sort of money. I paid a lot more than that, and as it is now, on the money that I paid, I thought that I got a good deal. So with this new link and how much it is on here, it is without a doubt one of the best tanks to buy for this money. For £10 you cannot go wrong with this tank. The only thing that I would like to do is just change that up a tiny bit, as I've mentioned before, but other than that, the flavour on it is absolutely amazing. These coils are virtually indestructible. As I said, I have been using this actual coil for way over a week, and I've probably used it about a week's worth of consecutive use. Now, I have been putting the pink lemonade through it quite often, which is a big task in itself, and I have been putting Farley's Gnarly Sauce by Bad Drip also through this. That's also the rag that I use to wipe it up whenever I have a spillage or anything. I do keep that on there. That's a very cool rag, but we won't go into that. And here it is, the Defiant. So I hope you like this review, and if you would like to see more, please do subscribe to my channel. I will be making them. I won't be doing them very, very often. However, I will get round to them eventually. I will also be reviewing my mods, including the Megavolt, and also the Atom mod that I was using last time. And next time I'll probably be using my VTC Mini, and I've got a couple more just down here, just to show you eventually. I'm going to be doing an RDA soon, and a touchscreen mod, which you will see soon. So I hope you like this video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.